Oh my god, my fucking camera bag was in the background the whole time. I'm refilming this entire thing. Hey guys, it's LonelyLizards. Welcome back to my channel. So, I really wanted to film a spooky video. A spooky, trippy video for Halloween, October, creepy vibes. But I didn't know what to film, and then I experienced something the other night. And I just knew I had to talk about it. So here I am. I'm just gonna preface this by saying, what happened a couple weeks ago and then the night before the actual event. So a couple of weeks ago, I was home alone, and my sister had the closing shift at work. So being the good, amazing sister that I am, earlier in the night, I decided I was making myself dinner, and it honestly took me like two hours to even prep and get ready to make this, because it was a big meal that was it was just harder to make. Anyway, a time-consuming meal, but it was really worth it because it was good. Anyway, I decided to save some of it and not make it until 30 minutes before my sister got home, or less, so it would be nice and hot when she walked in the door and she could just kick her shoes off, relax, eat. Yes, I know, I'm an amazing sister. Anyway, so it was 10:30, almost 11 about, and I was making my sister's food. I was being as quiet as I could be, I really wasn't being loud. Usually I'm pretty quiet, because I'm just reading or watching videos or whatever. I'm not a loud neighbor, trust me. So I'm making the dinner. Again, it's 10:30, 11, in between that time. And I start hearing this knocking. It was not on the door, nobody was at the door or anything, but it was on the wall. So from where I was in the kitchen standing in front of the oven, and it sounded like it was coming directly from the other side. So I figured maybe I'm being loud and my neighbor is annoyed with me. But he, or whoever, whatever this knocking was, went on for at least 10 minutes. And then it just stopped. And I was okay, if I was being loud, I feel he'd come to the door and be shut the fuck up. No, he wouldn't say that. He'd be could you just, it's kind of late, I want to sleep, or I want to do this, and you're just being a little loud, even though I wasn't being loud at all. I know I wasn't. Anyway, so this random fucking knocking was going on for 10 minutes, and then it stopped. So I was whatever. I wasn't thinking much of it. I just let it go. Let it breathe on past. I didn't even tell my sister about it because I didn't think it was a big deal. And last week I stayed with my dad and my sister, and so the sister I live with obviously was alone, and she had the closing shift that night. She came home. It was 12, it was between 12:30 and 1. I don't know the exact time. But she called me, which was weird. I was it's kind of late. Why is she calling me? So I answered. She says, I just got home from work a little bit ago, and I took a nap on the couch, and now I'm freaking the fuck out. Because, yeah, she heard the knocking. Now, she was right where I am in the living room, and she thought at first that it was coming from upstairs, and then she thought it was coming from downstairs. I don't know. I told her to go in the kitchen and see if she could hear it better in there, or if there's a certain part of the apartment you could hear it better in, to get closer to the floor, see if you hear it better there, or get closer to the ceiling, see if you hear better. She didn't want to move. She did not investigate at all. So yeah, after we got off the phone, we were Snapchatting back and forth, thinking up theories, very irrational theories, as to what could have happened. And so we decided either one of our neighbors is a murderer / kidnapper that trapped somebody in the basement. What the fuck? And they're whoever's trapped there is knocking and trying to send us a message, or like that our neighbor over there, he's a really nice guy, but he still could be a murderer. Like, I don't trust anyone. Has like somebody trapped in there, and they were sending a message through Morse code being like, bitch, I'm trapped, fucking save me, SOS. But I don't know Morse code, so, and I wasn't here. Yeah, so that was going on for a few hours. It was like 3 o'clock when my sister stopped messaging me. I'm assuming she just fell asleep and it didn't knock. Like there weren't any more knocks, but it was like on and off for a couple of hours, which was fucking weird. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, yeah, so I was really creeped out when I came home, and I was like scared the whole night. I'm very irrational in situations like this. Yeah, so I was like creeped out, and like in the back of my mind I just kept thinking about this knocking, what it could be. Felt like someone was gonna come kidnap me and kill me. Anyway, I went to bed, and it was about 3 o'clock when I fell asleep, which is early for me. And so I fell asleep, and I woke up, I think it was like 10 minutes later, around-ish, you know, and I wasn't fully awake. Couldn't move, and I started hearing things. I started hearing sirens, like, that were right outside my window. Like, it was so fucking loud. And right outside my window is, like, there's stairs, and then there's like a sidewalk, and then over a little is like someone else's driveway, and there's like almost always a car there. Like, there wouldn't be like an ambulance or a police car there or anything. So really no reason that there should be sirens that loud. Obviously it was a dream. Then I heard voices, like people talking. Can't remember what they were saying. It honestly could have just been gibberish, but I was already freaking out. I wasn't paying much attention. But it sounded like there were people in my room talking. And then, like in my brain, I knew that I could hear people in the basement yelling at each other and talking. But obviously, like, I wouldn't have been able to hear them as clearly from my room. So it was stupid. Then, the most terrifying part is coming up. I was still hearing the voices, and then I just hear footsteps. These expressionless, very pale, tall men in trench coats, there were 2 of them, came into my room and like were holding me down. And I couldn't move anyway, so I was like, why the fuck are they holding me down? But like, I guess in my brain I was like, I can't move, someone's obviously holding me down. 2 men in trench coats, duh. You know, yeah. And then they like disappeared, and like, I just tried calming myself, and I ended up falling back into slumber. And I went back to sleep, and I woke up a couple minutes later. I still couldn't move. I was trying to move my arm so I could turn on my light and get my phone to text my sister or my friend or literally anybody. And yeah, I still couldn't move my arm. It was like a couple of minutes until I could like move it and actually grip things. And I grabbed my phone, texted my sister and my friend, blah blah blah. And oh yeah, but right when I woke up, I had literally probably the worst panic attack of my life. If you guys have ever experienced sleep paralysis before, let me know your stories down below. Love to hear them. Or you can message me on Twitter or Instagram, and we can chat about sleep paralysis. You know, my one experience. I'm hoping I don't have any more, at least for a while, because it's scary. I don't like it. But I think I had it because I was so creeped out about the night before, because definitely like I was hearing things from the basement, like. And thank you guys so much for watching. I have some book videos coming up, so I know there are quite a few people that are mainly watching my channel for my book videos. Don't worry, don't fret. I know I do other videos because I'm not mainly a booktuber, but I do have plenty of book videos coming up. I actually probably, my next 2 videos will be book videos. One will be a book review and the other will be a like what I'm reading for the month of November. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I know I am. And my foot's falling asleep. But anyway, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please subscribe, turn on my notifications, comment, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and we can be friends. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night or whatever, and I will see you in my next video, or you'll see me. I won't see you. I'll look at the camera. I'll see my camera in the next video, and like awkwardly peek at myself in the viewfinder in my next video, but I won't see you. Goodbye. Like there were sirens right outside of my window. That's so creepy. There's sirens right now. Off in the distance. I didn't sleep, so I made boxes out of paper. Who am I? What am I doing? I'm so weird. In case you haven't noticed, I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in, and I don't want to fit in.